So sexual consent is an active process that both partners need to engage in prior to beginning any sort of sexual activities. It can be verbal, which can be as simple as, do you want to, is it okay if can I touch you there? So these, these spoken cues that indicate it is okay to proceed with whatever action is being asked of. Or it can be nonverbal, but the nonverbal cues can be very, very subtle.
Sexual consent is the act of freely engaging, willingly engaging in any kind of sexual contact. So sexual consent is me wanting to participate without feeling pressured or forced or threat of force, physical or otherwise, in any kind of sexual contact.
Partners can also give each other nonverbal cues that consent is present, such as placing a hand where one wants to be touched, mutual removal of clothing, pulling a partner closer to one another. Those are all different signs, nonverbal signs that consent is present. There are also nonverbal signs that consent is not present. That's why it's very important for each partner to remain aware and engaged with the other person's experience.
So, if I'm moving towards somebody, if I'm actively participating in the removal of clothing or, moving towards someone, touching them, that generally implies consent. If I'm backing away, or if I'm looking away, or if I'm kind of freezing up, that implies non-consent. And we really stress that the important piece to follow up with those nonverbal cues is to talk about it, to ask about it, because it's not always clear-cut.
We would like to encourage students to become more verbal during sexual activities. It might be awkward, but if it is awkward for you to talk with your partner about sex, that might also be a good opportunity for you to re-examine whether or not you are ready to engage in those activities. But it's very, very important to have communication with your partner when engaging in sexual activities.